Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Much appreciated you guys tuning in. And I'm heading back on this bumpy road right now from Stockton Lake. I've been up there for an on the water lesson today. Got to head back and pick up Elijah, and gives me a chance to do today's video. And today's video topic is going to be a little bit of a rant, and it's actually was because of a suggestion I've gotten from a couple subscribers wanting to know my feelings on dock owners, like marina dock owners, private dock owners, having control about where people fish at or control the water. So I'm going to go into that a little bit, and I'd be curious to hear your guys' opinion on it too. So the first thing I want to say about that, if I can hold the camera on this bumpy road here, is that it's a bunch of crap. It's straight up a bunch of crap that marina dock owners and any dock owners at all can basically tell you where you can or can't fish on the lake. Unless it's a privately owned lake, all these other public bodies of water, they're taxpayer subsidized. Our taxes go into maintaining them. Our taxes go into maintaining the shorelines on some of the core lakes, all this type of stuff. And for somebody to go in, and for a marina dock owner to go in and lease a dock and claim the area around the dock as theirs, or if a private dock owner can do the same thing, that is just, in my opinion, that's a blatant violation of our rights as citizens under a lot of different, potential, laws that could be challenged. Here's an example of what's happened. I can tell you guys right off, a couple of experiences I've had. I remember, 20 years ago, and I'll use an example like at Beaver Lake before. You could go around the marina docks down at Beaver Lake and fish anywhere you wanted to. A lot of fish behind them and that type of stuff. I was fishing a FLW tournament it's probably been 12 or 15 years ago now. And I was back in around my favorite marina fishing, and this guy comes screaming down the hill that I needed to get the hell out of there or he's going to call the police. And I go, what are you talking about? He goes, this is our marina dock. He goes, we lease this area over here. This is our water. And I said, you don't have the right to tell me where I can't fish or anything like that. And he starts cussing me out and says he's going to call the sheriff and have me arrested. And so I called the tournament director, and Bill Taylor. And I said, Bill, for FLW, I said, do you know anything about these marina docks being off limits? And he said, no, as far as I know, they're not. And apparently what happened was somebody that owned a marina, or somebody that owned dock down there, they were buddies with some high-powered political figures in the state, and they got a deal lined out where basically people could lease their dock area and claim a 50-foot area, 50 to 100-foot area around it where no fishing or boats were allowed. And when I found out about this, it just infuriated me, because I can't stand docks. I think here's my opinion on docks. I'll go off a little bit. Docks destroy the natural beauty of a body of water. They destroy all the aesthetic beauty that comes with the nature surrounding a lake, and it destroys shoreline. Basically, it changes the way you have to fish. And I've had so many run-ins with dock owners over my career about guys running down the hill as fast as they could, cussing me out, throwing rocks in the water. I've had guys that have these big fans in the water they turn on when you're fishing around it, trying to get you away from the dock that's on public water. So inherently, there's something just fundamentally wrong about this, that that people have the ability to go on a public body of water and say they own part of that water and keep you fishing around it. But that's what's happening around a lot of the part of the country. And I know that, like down south in some of the delta areas, they're having the same problems down there with the deltas, where these guys put up fences around the canals and they don't let you access the public water around these canals. They try to claim the right to those canals because they're leasing it. So anyway, this is to answer the question of the subscribers. This is ridiculous. It's wrong. It's un-American to do that. It's an infringement of our rights on so many different levels. And the only way that we're going to change this is through, legislation, through political action. The same people that granted the requests of these dock owners to be able to claim the water are the ones that are going to be able to have to take that away from it. Because, like I said, I don't think they should have a right to have any dock on the water. If it was up to me and I could set the laws, I would say we're not having any docks. There's no docks allowed on this. You can have lawn tramps, but no docks. I mean, I can't stand them. I just think that, they're just, for so many reasons, they're not a good thing to have on a lake. Yeah, bass like to use them for habitat sometimes, but generally what happens on a lot of docks is bass will set up on docks, especially floating docks, and they position on them where they're next to impossible to catch a lot of times. Look at I'll take an example of so many of the docks on Table Rock Lake. The bass on the docks at Table Rock Lake live underneath the walkways in the middle of the docks that extend 200 feet from shore, and all the slips have boat lifts in them, so you can't even get where the bass are at. So it actually makes it more difficult to catch those bass that are in the lake. So anyway, I think it's a bad deal. The only way that we can get around that is pressure. I think we'll have a very hard time of having docks removed from lakes, but one of the things that we can do is we can have the laws changed to where people cannot claim any water around the docks, and they're liable to some type of severe penalties if they try to intimidate people or to keep people away from fishing the docks. That are changes that we can make, and we can also, just stop allowing more docks to be put on the lakes. I mean, just say, hey, we've had enough of this. We want to maintain some type of natural integrity to the water here, and we're not going to be putting any more docks on there. So anyway, guys, that's my 2 cents worth. I am anti-dock. I am anti anything that destroys the natural beauty of the water. I don't care whether it's pollution, overdevelopment, docks, whatever. My ideal fishing day is to go fishing and not see another sign of civilization anywhere, preferably not any other people too. And that's what I consider a great day fishing, even if you're not catching them. So anyway, ran over. That's just how I wanted to let you guys know about that. Let me know what your guys' opinion of that. I'd be really curious to hear what the general consensus of everybody out there is on docks. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. Much appreciated. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't, and we'll see y'all later.